I'd like to call this regular meeting of council for March 1st, 2022 to order at 7 p.m. We'll stay seated for a moment of silent reflection. Much. As we gather this evening, I would like to acknowledge on behalf of council and our community that we are meeting on the traditional territory of the Algonquin people. We would like to thank the Algonquin people and express our respect and support for their rich history, and we are extremely grateful for their many and continued displays of friendship. We also thank all the generations of people who have taken care of this land for thousands of years. To the mayor's address. During the month of February, I attended 10 meetings for municipal and county business. On February 16th and 17th, 2021, I attended the AMO workshop on conflict resolution for elected officials. At the meeting on February 21st, 2022, with Dr. Cushman, we reviewed the provincial changes taking effect for March 1st, 2022. Effective today, proof of vaccination will no longer be required. However, masks, hand sanitizing, and distancing will remain in effect. Dr. Cushman noted that Renfrew County residents must remain cautious as our COVID numbers are approximately 2 weeks behind the large urban centers in the province. Indicators are that the masking requirements may soon be lifted as well. A letter from Dr. Cushman was attached. As the Russian invasion of Ukraine is evolving, we are already experiencing the global impact this is having on the price of gas, which is expected to reach $2 per liter by the end of March. This will have a significant impact on our commodity prices and our municipal budget. Our thoughts and prayers go to the residents of Ukraine that are living in the fear and confusion from this unprovoked attack on their country. Thanks to Susan, our Timio and Judy Sauvé for the detailed presentation of the 2022 library budget on February 16th, 2022. Also, the Renfrew County Council summary report is attached as information in your agenda. Are there any declarations of pecuniary? Oh, sorry, yes. I have a motion that the March 1st, 2022 mayor's address be accepted as presented. Moved by Councillor Recchi-Schoenfeld, seconded by Councillor Robinson. Councillor Burns? Yes. Councillor Buchwald? Yes. Councillor Robinson?
Yes.
Councillor Recchi-Schoenfeld?
Yes.
I mean, that's carried. Thank you. Are there any declarations of pecuniary interest in the general nature thereof? Seeing none, we'll move to the adoption of the minutes. I have a motion that the February 15th, 2022 regular council minutes be accepted as presented. I'm going to move to the second. Moved by Councillor Burns, seconded by Councillor Robinson. Corrections or omissions? Seeing none, Councillor Burns. Yes. Councillor Buchwald. Yes. Councillor Robinson.
Yes.
Councillor Recchi-Schoenfeld.
Yes.
How many yes? It's carried. Thank you. I have no delegations, so we'll move to reports. I have a motion of council accept the Enbridge agreement report as information and direct the CAO to engage a consultant to advise staff and council on the implications of signing an agreement with Enbridge and how to ensure that there is a benefit to the residents and the township strategic goals. And I got to move in a second. Moved by Councillor Burns, seconded by Councillor Buchwald. Comments or questions? Councillor Recchi-Schoenfeld.
When I looked at that map, it was hard to picture where we are versus where the line would come from. Any idea how long that is?
Yes, you.
if they're going to get it across the road. And is there an intention to go there right now, or is that an intent to do it that way? Like, natural gas, because it really needs what's wrong with you, is what we're looking at. But in your agreement, you need to make sure, or you would be good to make sure you know what areas are getting serviced, because you can't make the assumption that free can is actually getting. If you're applying for agreement now, it would be an assumption that free can is getting natural gas and they don't get it. But the agreement they're asking to sign everything. And I'm not sure that the municipality has a lot of budget in the agreement that it was preventable.
Curious, because the areas that they're thinking, with the township also involved.
There probably will be a component of an agreement with the county. We get their correspondence to us. We have a really and certainly we worry about the other municipalities.
How much would the consultant cost, any ideas?
The cost of the consultant would be twofold. One would be for the opinion, and would be for the work people. I'm going to say that
um, there's an indication that they're going to follow Highway 60 all the way to Eatonville, and then they're also going to bring another line around the other side of the thing.
so. In the information that you have, it appears that they're going out Crease Camp. It appears they're going partially out Main Lake. It appears that they're going to the top of the hill to that side there, and it appears they're going beyond 35. But that's an appearance. So what our consultant do is the intention of going out Main Lake to make a loop. Just no drifters, because gas lines were very good, 2 feet. And that big question is, why did they put a gas line beyond 41? Is it because of future development, or is it because it potentially lake, which is a huge opportunity for us, and we want to get as much pipe in the ground now as possible to ensure that they're going to be committed to the residents? Because right now we've got a pretty picture, but it's just a picture.
Yeah, I would agree that we should have somebody with experience on into this, because just because they're laying distribution pipe through there doesn't mean that whole area is going to have access to natural gas. Because again, if it's going to be a bulk gas, and Dan just raised, maybe we're correct me on this, but they're not necessarily going to have supply line running that large line. It's not necessarily going to be off through the rural area that we may get service.
There was a write-up in the paper about this, and it said at that time they're just bringing natural gas into the Union. So like, is that just a pipeline going through our township and not through any of the residents?
To give us some clear answers.
It was great for the residents to just serve and just serve them. No, I think so.
Any further questions? Councilor Robinson.
More comment than question was, because I know there's natural gas in say Pembroke. And one of the questions is, where is the connectivity? Because you indicated that it's coming from the Humble side.
Okay. So PPM has a station, Johnson County has a station in at Rankin. The pipeline flows through Whitewater, and that's where the all it comes off. Because there's too much rock on it.
Seeing no other questions, I'll call the vote. Councilor Burns,
Yes.
Councilor Buckland,
Yes.
Councilor Robinson,
Yes.
Councilor Rector.
Yes.
I mean, that's carried. Thank you. Item number 7.2 is residents' concerns. I have a motion of council accepts the resident concern report as information, and further that the clerk be directed to seek legal advice to ensure the township has completed due diligence and provide information on options in regard to tower placement. And further, the clerk be directed to provide correspondence to parties that have expressed concerns to council on council direction. Councilor Robinson. Oh, sorry, mover in a second. Moved by Councilor Robinson, seconded by Councilor Buckland. Questions or comments? Seeing none, I'll call the vote. Councilor Burns,
Yes.
Councilor Buckland,
Yes.
Councilor Robinson,
Yes.
Councilor Rector.
Yes.
And a yes. It's carried. Thank you. That gets us to correspondence. I have a motion that correspondence items 9.1.1 to 9.1.3 be accepted as information. And then move it as seconded, moved by Councilor Buckwald, seconded by Councilor Burns.
Yes.
Councilor Buckwald,
Yes.
Councilor Robinson,
Yes.
Councilor Rector.
Yes.
And yes, it's carried. Thank you. Item 9.2.1 is regarding St. Patrick's Day for advertising. I have a motion that the township advertise the Legal Leader for the 11th annual Irish edition with a 1/4 page ad for $195. And I did move in a secondary. Moved by Councilor Buckwald, seconded by Councilor Robinson. Comment? Seeing none, Councilor Burns,
Yes.
Councilor Buckwald,
Yes.
Councilor Robinson,
Yes.
Councilor Rector.
Yes.
And yes, it's carried. Thank you. Item 9.2.2 is a resolution that was sent to us from the municipality of Aurora. And it's long, so just bear with me. Whereas municipalities across this province collectively spend millions of dollars of taxpayer money and municipal resources developing official plans that meet current provincial planning policy. And whereas an official plan is developed through months of public consultation to ensure that future planning and development will meet the specific needs of our community. And whereas our official plan includes zoning provisions that encourage development of the missing middle or gentle density to meet the need of attainable housing in our community. Whereas our official plan is ultimately approved by the province. And whereas it is within the legislative purview of municipal council to approve official plan amendments or zoning bylaw changes that better the community or fit within the vision of the official plan. And whereas it is also within the legislative purview of municipal council to deny official plan amendments or zoning bylaw changes that do not better the community or do not fit within the vision of the North Algona Wilberforce official plan. And whereas municipal planning decisions may be appealed to the Ontario Land Tribunal or the Ontario Municipal Board or OMB, an unelected, unappointed body that is not accountable to the residents of North Algona Wilberforce. And whereas the OLT has the authority to make a final decision on planning matters based on a best planning outcome and not whether the proposed development is in compliance with municipal official plans and provincial planning policy. And whereas all decisions, safe planning decisions made by municipal council are only subject to appeal by judicial review, and such appeals are limited to questions of law and or process. And whereas Ontario is the only province in Canada that empowers a separate adjudicated tribunal to review local decisions applying provincially approved plans, and whereas towns and cities across this province are repeatedly forced to spend millions of dollars defending official plans that have already been approved by the province in expensive, time-consuming, and ultimately futile OLT hearings. And whereas lengthy, costly OLT hearings act as a barrier to the development of the now therefore be it hereby resolved that North Algona Wilberforce requests the government of Ontario to dissolve the OLT, immediately thereby eliminating one of the most significant sources of red tape delaying the development of more attainable housing in Ontario. And be it further resolved that a copy of this motion be sent to the Honourable Doug Ford, Premier of Ontario, Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing, the Leader of the Opposition, the leaders of the Liberal and Green Party, all MPPs in the province of Ontario, the large urban mayors caucus of Ontario, the small urban GTHA mayors and regional chairs of Ontario, and be it further resolved that a copy of this motion be sent to the Association of Municipalities of Ontario's and all municipalities for their consideration. Can I get a mover and a seconder? Moved by Council Burns, seconded by Council McCall. Answer questions? Seeing none, Council Burns,
Yes.
Council Buckwell,
Yes.
Council Robinson,
Yes.
Council Rector Schonfeld,
Yes,
and a yes. Carried, thank you. We have no bylaws. Are there any matters of urgency? Any notice of motions? We have no session tonight, I don't believe. So we'll move to 16.1, which is the regular council, our next regular meeting of council will be March 15th, 2022, at 7 p.m. Item 16.2 is the Rogers Telecommunications Tower, CA512. And I have a motion that Township of North Algona Wilberforce concur that the proposal by Rogers Communications Canada Inc. to erect a wireless communication installation on lands known as 146 Griffith Wagner Road, Killaloe, Ontario, and owned by Griffith, Margaret Ann Griffith, Kevin Alford, is fully compliant in the Township's opinion with the requirements of ISED Canada's default protocol CPC 202-0-03 issue 5 July 2014. Radio communication and broadcasting antenna systems and all obligations for the municipal and public consultation requirements have been satisfactorily met. Can I get a move in a second?
Oh, Mr. Mayor, just a point of order. Did our previous motion not address this? And we were going to refer it for advice?
So through the mayor, yes, your mistaken earlier in the meeting would require you to refer this motion.
Okay. Thank you for that. Item 17 is our confirmatory bylaw. I have a motion that bylaw 2022-16 being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of council for March 1st, 2022 be read a first and second time.
It's birthday, March 2022. Can I get over to second, please?
Could you repeat that?
Moved by Council Buckwell, seconded by Council Reggie. Be read a third time and finally passed this Thursday of March 2022. Council Burns,
Yes.
Council Buckwell,
Yes.
Council Robinson,
Yes.
Council Reggie Sonko,
Yes,
I'm a yes. Carries, thank you. At this March 1st, 2022 regular council meeting adjourns at 7:23 p.m. And I got to move in a second. Moved by Council Burns, seconded by Council Reggie Sonko. Burns,
Yes.
Council Buckwell,
Yes.
Council Robinson,
Yeah.
Council Reggie Sonko.
yes.
I mean, yes, that's carried.